started again. Let's talk about this weekend coming. What are the Boks going to do?
Mate, listen, I'm really positive about some of the selections Heineken Meyer has made, and I'm really, really happy that some players are getting starts. Someone like Albert, people say, yeah, he's a has-been this, he's a has-been that, but they don't value the big bruising. You mentioned it a while ago. You need a big bruising blindside flanker. You know?
I think you do, but I just don't think you need to play with him.
Albert has been selected.
So if we look at the balance of the back row, I mean, I too am pretty happy with that, because I think Skalk is actually showing, quite a lot, of his ability at number 8.
Yeah.
And then, Heinrich Brousseau is an open sider, and then you've got a proper blindside in Alberts, And, so I'm quite happy with the balance of the back row. There's a couple of issues that I'm a little bit worried about.
Me too.
Instead of picking a back row replacement, he's picked 2 locks. So Peter Steph du Toit is now the one covering back row.
But mate, don't forget. Just remember one thing: Peter Steph du Toit, when he played under 20s for the Springboks, he played at the blindside flank. This
is international rugby where things are quick. I don't know if picking a
look at a guy like Donny Rousseau. He could play lock, flank, and 8th.
Yeah, but he had been playing Super Rugby at number 8, and even then, his game was, one-dimensional. He wasn't a classic back rower. He was a lock playing in the back row.
You know what, mate? I'm also a little bit concerned myself. But you know what? I'm always. You never know unless you test the player. You understand? To me, Peter Steph du Toit has never really been tested. So the only other, that is one of the many changes I would have made to this team. I would have started with Peter Steph du Toit alongside Esterbet, and put Loert on the bench.
Apparently Loert got injured. He's got a
I would have put Matfield on the bench and started with Peter Steph du Toit, and kept Burger as captain, just for the consistency. You understand what I'm saying? Because Burger was captain against Australia and New Zealand. So I would have kept him captain against Argentina last weekend, and I would have kept him captain, and I wouldn't have played John last weekend. I was a little bit... Look, I've been watching John de Villiers...
Talking selection, let's just talk about, the RGs for a minute, Right, so they got one over us in Durban, and that was our home game, and we never do well in Argentina. We don't like... It just seems to be very foreign to us. It's a very hostile environment. The crowd's not, they whistle and they carry on and they get right behind their team. And, we've gone over there a few times and really got upset with the whole situation. How are we going to cope, this weekend?
Mate, I think the move that Meyer has made, bringing back guys like Albert, Matfield, moving Jesse back to outside centre, bringing someone like Zane Kirshner back, I think there's going to be a positive impact of that, because he's bringing back guys with cool heads, calm heads. He's giving these other players that have played time to think and time to realize, we need to step up. So it's going to be a tough game. It's not going to be easy in Argentina. But I'll tell you one thing. You know as well as I do, and New Zealand and Australia know as well, a wounded Springbok is a dangerous thing. When the Springbok have their backs to the wall and they want to prove a point and they come out, they'll put 60 points on the All Blacks if they need to. So this is why I'm saying this weekend is going to be very important. If the Boks can pull off a good win, I'm not saying convincingly smash them. I'm saying pull off a good win, get the confidence up. By all means, then for me, this has been a very successful time. Because let's face it, yes, we've lost 3 games. We've lost 3 games in back.